Hi everyone, thanks so much for joining How To Tuesday. I'm Jennifer Holland and I'm a program manager on the Google Apps for Education and Classroom team.
Hi, and I'm Aditya Patel. I'm the community manager for the Google Classroom team.
So we're kicking off a new series called How To Tuesdays, and these are just short little tips and tricks, and it's all feedback that we've received from the Send Feedback button in Google Classroom, as well as questions that we've seen on the forum. So to get started, this is a little bit about us. We're going to skip that. The idea of these sessions is that we'll run these every Tuesday, and we'll hopefully give you enough of a time or lead time so that you can actually join live and ask questions. But these are also recorded sessions because it is a Hangout on Air, and they will be posted to our Classroom Experts team. And the idea is that we'll answer questions that you submit via the Send Feedback button or through the forum. So we're going to go to the next. So this is how you participate. So one is you can use your Google Apps for Education or your consumer account to join the Hangout on Air. And if you don't have time, again, you can watch later, or you can ask us questions again in the forum or through Send Feedback. So one of the top questions that we've gotten over the past month or so is, you're not allowed to change the point value in Classroom. Well, that's just not true. So today we're going to show you how you can change the point value. It's really simple, and all you have to do is follow along with these steps. So step number one is you're going to click on your assignment that you've actually already assigned in Classroom from the stream or by navigating to the assignment page. And what you can see on the left is a view from the stream, and what you see on the right is an assignment on the assignment page. Step two, you are going to go over to the student work page, which is the page that houses all of your students' assignments, and you can see the status of those assignments. And where you see that red box on the right, that's where the point value is. And this is where the Mythbuster comes in to play. Most people think that there's an arbitrary set of numbers like 100, 50, or 20 assigned to each assignment. The reality is that you actually can change these. Okay, so you see where the box is, and in this case, we've actually updated the point value to 10, and all of the assignments will be now out of 10 points. So the desired point value in this case for us was 10. So you'll get a little dialog box that will pop up, and it will say, do you want to update the point value? And then you select Update, and then you're done. So you'll see in this screenshot, we have one student that we actually graded and provided feedback. The assignment is out of 10 points because I like to grade out of 10. All of my introduction to expressions and vocabulary homework is out of 10 points. And so this student got a 9 out of 10, and that student will see the grade when I return it. So we also are kicking off a session and a series throughout the summer on best practices. And so these have actually been culminated from real teachers that have submitted through our forum, and you can find the forum on our Classroom Experts page. So today we're going to talk about how teachers are using the point value and some of the best practices that they have. So number one, we see that a lot of teachers want to be able to use rubrics. And what we've seen from teachers, and this is an example, is a teacher will create a rubric in a Google Doc, and they will actually create an assignment for the students, and they'll grade against the rubric. So let's say the rubric was out of 4 points. They will follow the steps that we just completed, update the point value to 4, and then they will use their rubric and grade against it. So in this case, the teacher created a new Google Doc for a particular student, included the rubric, and then filled out the feedback and how that student was grading. Go to the next. So what you saw in the previous screenshot was the URL, and this teacher actually pasted the URL into the private comment section. The teacher had to make sure that, the document was shared between teacher and student, or excuse me, between the student, but they then copy that URL and put it in the private notes section. So you're not limited to what you can put in the private comment section. So this was a best practice from a U.S. history teacher. So you can see actually on the screen, we indicated in both red boxes what the rubric value is and also the link to the URL for that rubric for that student. And so in this case, the teacher would just click the checkbox and click return. And then the student would get a notification, in Classroom basically, that their assignment was returned to them, that you graded it, and they'll see the URL to the rubric. So now we have time for some questions, if there are any. I don't think there is. So if you have any questions, feel free to post them on our Classroom Experts page. You can also submit feedback using the Send Feedback button in Google Classroom. And of course, the link to the product forum is always available. So thanks very much for joining, and please let us know what you'd like to see in How To Tuesdays. Thanks.